before the season, Coach Case was thinking that maybe you could close, but a couple of veteran guys go down, you step in rotation, and it's like you've been here for a couple of years. Can you break down your first couple of starts?
They just said it's the same thing. It's just baseball, Same thing I've done my whole life, just pitching. You have to make pitches, and if you make pitches, you'll get out. So it's just trusting your stuff. That obviously helped that they have that confidence in me going out there, and everyone else, all of the rest of the staff, they had said that they trust me going out there, and I just went out there, believed in my stuff, and just tried to make pitches in big situations, and defense went to work, and it all worked out.
Can you describe that first one in Palm Springs, stepping on the mound for the first time, wearing the Oregon State uniform, just the emotions and the feelings you had out there?
Yeah, it was all kind of surreal, and it all hit me once I got out there that, this is when it all starts, and, I was maybe a little bit too excited trying to throw, curve my curveball a little bit too much or throw a little bit too hard, and I was just up in the zone a little bit. Got wild at times. I had 3 walks and 2 hit batters, which, isn't ideal, but worked out of those tough situations. That was big. Made pitches when I needed to, and then, didn't go quite as long as I wanted, but got the win and got the first one out of the way, so I was definitely happy with that.
It seems like, Ben and them could be close to getting back. If you talk to the coaches about, what your role could be when they come back, do you feel like you've done enough to stay in the rotation?
I have not. I feel like I've had solid outings and stuff, but, it doesn't really matter wherever I get the ball. If I throw in the 8th inning, that's just as big of a situation, where if I come in with runners on 2nd and 3rd or something, that's just as big of an impact on the game, where that could, change the outcome one way or another. So it doesn't really matter where I get the ball. It's all the same thing, just getting outs, making pitches, and it's the name of the game.
How about this start you guys had? 8-0. Were you guys aware of how this stacks up in terms of the history of this program? Were you aware of that?
Yeah, we saw it, everyone was saying that, but that wasn't really in our mind, It's just taking everything one day at a time. That was kind of our motto, is doesn't really matter what happened yesterday. That's behind us, so just got to go to work one pitch at a time. And if something doesn't go your way, like we get down early like we did a few times, just got to bounce back. And you can't come back all with one pitch, so you got to take it. It's all a process. So.
Now, doing this on the road, though, obviously you guys expect the best of yourself. You guys know that you're a good team. But what did you take away? How much confidence, did you guys take away from that start as a group?
Being on the road is tough. You don't have your own bed or whatever, and you don't have the same routine that you usually have. But I feel like we did a good job just making sure didn't let that affect us. Just got to be smart, get your rest, and then come to the yard hungry every day. Get your work done, and just prepare mentally. That's something we've really been stressing, is the mental side of it, where you got to believe in your stuff and just know that you're out there for a reason and your stuff is good enough to get outs. It doesn't matter the size of the mound or whatever you're playing on. If you have turf or grass, it's all the same game, and just got to do the same stuff and just come out and perform like you can. Not try to do too much. I feel like maybe in the first 2 games we're trying to do that a little bit, is hit the ball farther than we could or whatever, throw it a little bit harder, but just got to stay composed and do your thing.
How about the staff? Really top to bottom, the starters and the pen was really dominant on that road trip. You talk about the work that the whole staff did.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like I said, we were just trying to take it one pitch at a time, and if you give up a double, then take a deep breath and go after the next batter. And the bullpen just came in, did their job. They came in some tough situations, like the freshman Max Engelbrecht. Coming up, first appearance was like bases loaded or 1 out or something like that, and he just, like I said, just believed in his stuff and knew that he'd been there before. It's all the same game, so just made pitches and got out of the jams, and they did their job.
Now, for you and Max, obviously doing very well in your first couple outings as freshmen, was there any exchanges between you and maybe the older guys, the veterans on the team? Did they give you the silent treatment at all? What was that kind of interaction first couple games?
Not really. Like I said, they believed in us and everything going out there, so they just, like we just talked about down there, is that's kind of the atmosphere, is everyone believes in whoever has the ball. That's kind of what we have going now, which is a good thing. It's not too much of a selfish atmosphere, so the older guys just showed confidence in us and just gave us some points on when going out there, what to do and what not to do and stuff. And like I said, it's just all the same game we've played our whole life. So.
Last one for you. This is going to be first weekend for series here at Goss Stadium. You feel like you're going to have to, draw on those first couple games where you had to settle yourself down a little bit just because the emotions of
Yeah,
playing
definitely.
here?
Yeah, because I imagine there'll be quite a few people here, so and under the lights for the first few games, that'll be pretty cool. But it'll be the same thing as it'll be a little more of a rowdy atmosphere, so gonna have to kind of take it in a little bit at first and kind of get used to it. But it's a mound we've been pitching on all fall and all spring, so kind of used to it. And like I said, just make pitches like we have, trust the defense behind us, and just take it one day at a time.